Hello, hello. Uh, yeah. It's been a while. Oh, I see. Okay. So we're having a little bit of issues with the state display. Don't worry too much about that.
Hello, Shawnee.
Hello. So thank you everyone for putting down Tears of the Kingdom to come watch this game.
Other games still exist.
I
It's a
know
miracle.
it is, and this is our 6th tournament. So
Wild.
yeah. So we're gonna be doing this a little bit different. Our commentators, us. That's a weird way
Yes.
of phrasing that. We are not going to be able to see the items for this yet, but they are there. We are just, for some reason, the speed gaming cropping stuff doesn't allow a third one, and I think they're doing that right now
They're
as I'm
doing that
speaking.
right now. Delightful.
Yeah. So once that's going, we'll be good. We all know what the basic items are, but this isn't a basic tournament. So they demo, what is the rules this time around?
This time around, it's a random toolkit tournament. The runners will start off with a random monster of a random element with its starting spell unlocked. They will have a random item of the 5 basic 6 starting item types. So some sort of weapon, some sort of shield, some sort of spell ball, a pita fruit, and a medicinal herb. And an egg. And the egg
Yep.
is also randomized. And there's also a barong on the first floor. Oh, and it's a Garuda seed, okay?
This is okay. So I was worried, like, oh, my friend's coming over in like 2 hours. This is gonna now. This is either gonna be um extremely fast thing. I rolled these seeds, so I'm just saying I'm great. And also, yes, looks like the layout is fixed. Thank you so much, Speed Gaming, for the quick work.
Really nicely done. And just in time so we can start seeing what they're running with this time around.
So yeah, this is a good way to start the tournament. So, Leideme, why is Garuda broken?
Garuda is broken because it has the ability to, and you can manipulate the turn order to make this very safe, teleport you to a random room.
Yep.
And it can do this for very cheap. It can do this all day and all night, basically. It's absolutely wild. It's so fast. Phoenix isn't bothering even to go look for the barong. Phoenix is thinking, I have a Garuda.
Yeah.
I can kind of just start going ham. I can just... Admittedly, he probably will want to still be exploring a little bit first and still be trying to gain some EXP so that Garuda isn't made of glass and hope. Because the one thing that is disastrous to any Garuda run is, of course, losing your Garuda in a tragic accident. But, okay, Phoenix isn't... Okay, that actually would not have been a great fight for that, so fair enough. This looks like a slightly more even one, but no? He's sort of getting caught in a loop where none of his first fight options look like good first fights. Septic will be slightly out for a second. Looks like Phoenix is hurrying on ahead without that... Did he get that first level? I don't think he did. That's not good.
Yeah, the first level is the most important one. You go from 16 health, doesn't sound like much, to 26. You get like a little jump of 10. That makes a difference between the speedrun or not. We're just having the stream kind of refresh a little bit here. So it might look a little bit weird, I think, on our sides or on speaking side. I don't know which one, but either way, things are still going.
Yes.
There we go. Things are kicking in. So basically, the Garuda is the most dangerous run you can do because if you don't get levels, you die in a hit at a much earlier floor than you would like to, which is, like 38, 39, maybe die in a hit. They'll be lucky to hit if they have Garuda the entire time to like level 6, 7, maybe. They might do one real quick couple snipes on floor 12 or 13, or sorry, 14 or 15 for Garudas, and then after that, they just might go.
Yeah.
What is the hidden unlock spell for Garuda?
Oh, I have this in my little monster notebook that I prepared the last time we did a random toolkit. Let's see what we got here. Noise, Zoo, Cyclone. They are sorted by element. They have low down.
Okay, so that's not the
which
worst.
is the wave mixture magic, which does allow them a slight ranged attack. We see Septic has gotten in the early levels a little bit faster. Phoenix has finally gotten those first couple of levels that get the most any levels will give you. That's something. One thing that is especially scary, I think, in an early stage of Garuda run, especially as... Oh, you can see the spell in the state display.
Yeah, I couldn't see it due to the resolution.
The blur,
of that.
yeah.
It's fine now, but when I was asking that, I actually couldn't see.
I was not thinking about it and was pleased to have dug out my little notebook of index cards.
Honestly, again, like it's amazing as well. Like the community, the knowledge we have of this game now compared to again years and years and years ago. Back in I think early 2019 is when we started this.
Yes, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah, we were having a surprising 2 tournaments per year, which is still quite a bit. John is quick, but John was also being extremely scary because that U-boat. Okay, if a fire monster were to hit Garuda, if a fire monster were to hit Garuda, it dies. Just straight up.
If a bomb trap hits Garuda, it dies.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. Because wind elemental is scary.
Yeah. One can say it blows. Did we get... Nope, Mahel seed. Okay, I was hoping for a C seed. That would have been really nice. Also, this is a fixed tower seed. So that means both players will be playing somehow the same tower, because there's a lot of RNG manipulation, or not RNG manipulation, RNG code happening like every single frame. But we basically frozen that with our de-randomizing randomizer. I apologize for the name. I came up with it, unfortunately. Made by our wonderful programmer. Yeah, it's just been stuck because it's already a randomizer, basically. But since we're able to play the same seed, everything is like, the Mahel seed will be in that room. So you can see there that John is ignoring it. Is John already behind? No, it's the other way around. I think Septic is ever so slightly ahead. Yeah. Nope. Sorry, no. Sorry, floor 10 patterns.
Yeah. The floor patterns do change every so often, which is the main key when both of the runners have, thanks to the state display, just reduce the UI to about its smallest form.
Mm-hmm. And I forgot to get the commentator controls up because we could be listening to John's side.
A sensible decision.
Yeah.
One thing of note about this tournament as compared to our previous tournament format is that this is a best of three, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
And there are no re-entries allowed.
Yeah, we had a version of tournament called Stars for it's like starting tamers and rival something. I can't remember the second S for. But basically, we had a beginner's tournament in the loosest term of a beginner possible. So anyone who didn't have a sub-hour clear time was able to qualify.
We also had the second tower tournament, which is using another function of the de-randomizing randomizer, unlocking the hidden second tower that is like dummied out but still present in the game's code and about do we want to call that 90% functional?
Honestly, yeah, but the thing is about that is there's a lot of different rules. Oh, thankfully Garuda is there. 2 volcanoes and then he misstepped the abduct.
Ooh,
twice.
That would have been bad. Safe abduction is your friend.
Also, okay, we saw in chat, they're like, oh yeah, it's like John's fast. Yeah, look at the difference in inventory though.
Mm-hmm. That is a pretty substantial difference, and there are a couple of resources that Septic has that could get him out of situations that his Garuda couldn't.
Yeah.
Which is admittedly a lot of situations. Garuda can get you out of almost any situation, except all the situations in which you lose your Garuda.
Yeah. And
like that one!
Yeah. Hopefully, as 20 health, he's going to have to hit the elevator very quickly. Okay. Septic, I love you. You check the spot right in front of the elevator to make sure there's no paralysis trap and stuff like that. I get it. But
that wastes a turn.
No.
In which okay, fair enough.
There might be a trap beneath the elevator. He did check that.
Oh yeah, that is a thing that happens.
Yeah, it's extremely rare, but technically, yeah, you can get pelted by that.
But also, bow trolls make, frankly, the long-term survivability of Garuda when it's by itself on a fire floor spooky, unpleasant.
Yep, and we see here that we're probably gonna get the Palumpa egg hatch. We got the collar on. Septic is going to be looking for the blue color to do fusion to turn the Garuda into a water type. Honestly, that's the best one just because you'll survive the bomb trap. If not, you won't. But he still has to get around this floor looking for the blue color, which is why he used the star glasses. Where the heck did I get this pen from?
That is a very good question.
Just spitting at my hand for some reason while chatting. I don't... Whatever. Back it goes. Yes, and all the Garudas will have low down. Thankfully, not damaging, but they still technically have all their unlocked skills because that's the condition of the randomizer. Sleeping Griffins. You know what? A fire one is perfectly fine for now. But you can see here, just abduct, we're at 65 MP roughly for Septic side, and 30 MP for John. So John has not used the PETA yet. That's why. That's where the difference is.
But this is still so little. It's so little, and you do have quite a few, and they have a few resources. They have the PETA they started with, the egg they started with, if that's the way they wanted to play that they can be used as a substitute PETA fruit for, like, most monsters, except mules in particular.
Yeah, well, mules just... You give them herbs and they're fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, John is... I don't know if this is nerves or controls or whatever, but there's been a lot of misplays, and it's really easy to, like, he's teleporting around. What's the difference? If you make a mistake once with Garuda, like... You're supposed to be maybe, I don't know, a level 11 here to be the lowest kind of thing to be safe. Because, trolls and whatever. The trolls will just one-shot both Garuda or Ko right now, the player character, on John's side. Mm-hmm. Both of them are level 3 right now on floor 13 and 17 respectively.
And even if those mistakes aren't necessarily happening in crisis situations, any situation can become a crisis situation in Azure Dreams. Oh,
we have a cure for the curse from the Scorch Shield earlier from Septic side. He had already decursed the shield and got rid of it. But the curse is a very weird status trait that carries on.
And the game does not really inform you of this in any particular way.
Yeah, that little face that was on Septic's little portrait on the bottom there does actually exist in the game, but it just doesn't show it when you're cursed. So you're just kind of stuck. It is quite a lead for John. Honestly, 12 minutes and honestly, floor 20. This seems about right for a Garuda.
Yeah.
And, okay, and we have some backstory here as well. Is Septic helped train John. So this is kind of like a teacher-tutor match right now. John knows he can't give any leeway to Septic.
And he has done an admirable job of not giving any leeway thus far.
Yeah. We got the fusion now, so we have the water.
This would be a great opportunity for... Oh, actually, he did find a Holy Bell. Good for him.
Yeah, unlike Septic, who has all the Holy Bells.
Yeah. That's
a lot. You don't normally need that much of them.
No, you generally, well, actually, normally it'd be frankly nice if you had that many of them.
I roll the best seeds, apparently.
You do. Good to know.
Except there's a fire crystal, so it's worthless. I will die in this hill. I do not like the fire crystal. It's soft locked the game numerous times. A bump trap level up on floor 14. That's the state we're at right now.
Yeah. This is some serious quickness here.
Oh yeah, and without the introduction and whatever, you can see here on Septic side, honestly, one of the smarter things you can do is hopefully lure the troll with. There we go.
With that Garuda. Oh,
It
wow,
didn't
that's
activate.
a lot of levels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it pays off when you kill certain things. It obviously. John is so lucky to die there. Yeah. But hey, level 7.
Yeah, that is at least a little bit of security.
Also, looking at the difference between level 4 HP and level 7 is from 35 to 46. The returns on HP gain is so pathetic in this game. The only one we really truly care about is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh, spell ball. You gonna go back?
I feel a little bit bad in a way, looking at this and thinking to myself, my goodness, look at all this game that they are just not dealing with.
Well, this is a best of 3. We will be seeing obviously something else, but also again, one mistake and all Septic has to do is catch up and go one floor above, and he wins the match.
Yep.
So this is obviously a very hard pace to do, but if both of them were to end up dying, let's say on floor, was it 23? 24. Then all we have to do is wait for Septic to get to floor 25, because he'd have to be 1+1 of the floor he's on before the hour time limit is up for the rounds. And we call the round. So
yeah. That lead is very precious and very fragile because, again, Garuda Run. Everything's fragile.
Also, if you throw an egg, it's your level plus 50. So you'd be throwing a level 57 egg, which may help, may not help. The last fireball, and elevators right there too. I don't know if you saw that on the spin or not. I guess we should explain that because this game's going by so quickly. You can see on John's side when he loads into the level will spin in with the camera going to Co. It always starts in the top left-hand corner, so one room above is where it is. So there you go. You can see it, go there, get stuff. That's the thing. This is the last floor for stealths. I would not have actually gotten these resources if you could tell when you start running and obviously you start walking, all of a sudden there's no enemies around. A stealth is around. Best monster. Love the pickets. Also, again, how many holy bells is that? That's 7? Darn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carol of the Bells starts here, apparently.
Yeah. If it was July, I'd say Christmas in July, but,
They will have to do.
Yeah. Also, looking at John's side, 3 Olim fruits as well. I would have grabbed those glasses, potentially. Also, there is a strategy to using Garuda a bunch like this. There's also a strategy to just using your legs and just walking out the room.
Yeah, that does save a little bit of MP. That does save a little bit of time because you don't get to decide where the Garuda takes you, and sometimes he'll do exactly that.
Yeah, and that's the one dangerous thing.
Well, that's the clearest, most dangerous thing. I would say that the other most dangerous thing is traps. Yes.
You're still risking walking on an unknown tile each and every time, and it's in the bottom or the middle right there from the formation, or it's in the top left if there is a connecting room. But the thing is, again, looking at this logically, we see here on both the players' sides. You know what? That's actually fine. Septic has so many holy bells, he can actually spare one, get the weak ball, is disappointed, and leave.
Yep.
There's no MP recovery for John right now, other than the Hazak herb and the Medusa herb.
That could become a problem.
Uh-huh.
There's plenty of time still to not, but it could turn out to be an issue. Particularly if the Garuda keeps wasting his time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 28 MP to get up the next 13 floors. It's doable.
Yeah.
And this is how annoyingly broken the Garuda is, but at the same time, you gotta... I would have... Okay, there we go. That's good then. Yeah. We got the second pita fruit. We got the egg, and also the elevator is into the bottom right of Septic now. Speaking of your childhood, is that so? Well, I think it's this command. No? Okay, let me get the link.
Yes,
Where's
pass
Azure?
it around. We do have an excellent community for. Oh wow. We do have an excellent community for all things Azure Dreams, including our fun randomizing de-randomizer, in case you too want to play games that start off with a Garuda and allow you to bypass most of the game.
Also, small note, that tournament link in the thing there is actually not been updated. That's the previous tournament. So let me just get a new invite link here. So like, that looks weird. It's like organized by me. It's like, oh no, that's not right at all. I did not organize the challenge page. 80 Discord. Okay, we'll get the links updated afterwards as well.
John Phoenix, I would say having on these last couple of floors a bit of bad luck in terms of the pure RNG. That is where the Garuda decides to take you.
Mm-hmm.
Only a wind crystal. A shame.
I'm still annoyed that Septic's holding on to that fire.
Yeah,
Like-
it's no good.
Yeah.
Good. There's maybe an imaginary case for it early, but by this floor, it's completely worthless, regardless of how much worth you think it has to begin with.
Also,
Worth only goes down.
speaking of the lead that was happening,
Yeah, that's also going down, and
Mhm.
ooh, Phoenix just took a big hit.
yeah. This is where Liam Furtz would get a jail-free card. This is where that little bit of leveling mattered. And if John didn't use the medicinal herb on himself, a bomb trap can finish you off or whatever, and from elevation as well. This is where, again, you see where it is, and he's going to use a Liam Fruit. Honestly, I would have just kept going. Eventually, there's a curve in the path there. You could potentially
Lost him. That's a possibility, but I think he felt the elevator was right there, and that is why you still need an inventory even on Garuda runs, is to deal with situations where the elevator is right there.
Mm-hmm. Also, everything's sleeping or Manuivas. Welcome to floor 29.
They weren't expecting him for another, 20 minutes.
At least, yeah.
Minutes. He caught them while they were still in bed.
Yeah, so the fun thing with the Manuivas, you see them 3 times throughout the tower. And it's like, okay, that's not that bad. Okay, the elevator's to the right on John's side. I don't think he realized when he teleported. You can also spot where the elevator is. Oh, there you go. Left, sorry, my bad. It's still everyone game, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
there's now at this point like a 2-3 floors difference. It's getting close. Once again.
Okay, we have confirmation that is not a Manuiva there. No, don't. Septic.
Septic, there's no need for doing any of that. You can just
If you're going to
get
throw
outie.
the coins to confirm the identity of the other one, the last thing you want is your Garuda to walk into the space and die.
Yep.
He should have commanded to stay, then throw the coins, and then it would have been safe, and you would confirm it. That one play could have cost him the Garuda immediately. And also, this is not what Azure Dreams looks like, for the record, as a speedrun. We're actually seeing it in round 2 and 3, potentially. But just as a heads up, yeah, if I roll 3 Garuda eggs, I'm going to start questioning Hex and the Curry bot.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
Oh, we don't have Sleepy Bell, though, so there's no trap room on this floor.
A fun little mechanic. You can bypass most of the game's story if you happen to end up in a trap room.
Yeah. Also, there's a weird... I don't know if... we have a lot of our own main people on this Discord and stuff like that in the chat right now. But it's abduct, not abduct. And that's because to prevent anyone from using this on the leaderboard, we actually changed Tamer into Runner. And by doing that, we changed one of the characters, and abduct is now the result of that.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see when people use the de-randomizing randomizer in order to do a run, which is, fine.
Very useful.
Oh,
there
Septic
he
Special?
goes.
No Septic Special.
But now he's feeling paranoid, but
Yeah.
he didn't check the elevator once again.
Yeah.
Also, man, that's a scary room. This is a scary room.
Oh.
Phoenix
No,
is
no, no.
seeing
There we go.
scary rooms all over the place.
Yeah, this is where the dragon can just snipe you from behind, and the Wind Garuda on John's side is not safe. So
I would call nothing safe, really, but especially not a Wind Garuda.
we can make it real. That's exactly how it works. A
We
holy
would just
scroll,
need
really good.
a suitable incentive. Either a different meaning. In this case, I suppose abduct would mean moving in such a way that you break the game in half.
Pretty
We
much,
can make that
yeah.
happen, yeah.
Man, again, I'm still I'm the second ever runner of this game. Adarsis is the first one. Man, if we would have known this was such a broken ability back before there was a community at all, or community, because puns, like I would have easily gotten a sub-hour for my first run just trying to grind for a Garuda. But this was what we found out during one of our first tournaments. Is I think Baldwin was the first one to do it. We're like, hey, that's horrible, because this is back before we had fixed tower seeds as well.
Wow, the game becomes somehow even more random than a game which is a roguelike.
Uh-huh. So it's definitely... See, Septic is doing kind of the better thing to do with Garuda, is he's going into the closest rooms possible and then using Abduct if need be. It does pay off, but also we saw the elevator there. Careful the door frames, yep. Door frames are the scariest things in this game as well, because enemies like to hide behind them, and the game likes to hide them.
Yep, there's also the fact that they don't quite use regular either of the they're not quite rooms and they're not quite not rooms. And this confuses the game's AI, which has different rules for rooms versus not rooms.
Yeah. Oh man, but yes, for anyone, I did post the Discord link earlier. Anyone who does join, you don't have to be a speedrunner to enjoy. We do have a role that we ping. Please ask a mod for the Azure Watcher role for the tournament, because we don't want to spam at here. We're at over 700 plus members in the Discord, and everyone is there for a sole reason, is we just really love this stupid little game. And just to mark off people's bingo cards, it's a lightning in a bottle game. So I know I said it too many times on commentary. Okay. Septic. Oh, I see. It's a holy bell. I'm like, why is he? Okay. Hey, it's a maximum. They're fun.
Yep. It looks like, yeah, Phoenix is not slowing down, and in fact, I think Ink has widened the gap back up into at least a 4-floor gap, and there's only about 4 floors left.
Yeah.
Left on Phoenix's side. The first match of the first race of the tournament could in fact be a clear, and that'd be pretty handy.
John could have died there if the dragon would have spammed fire or breath. He walked diagonally in front of it instead of letting it approach him. That is extremely scary.
Yeah.
38. I always check that would be a wind crystal, truthfully. Or not wind, sorry, water.
I'm going to say.
just leave the tower floor 38.
Like a great time to leave.
Okay, that is also scary, because again, dragon could have possibly used breath in the direction of the Garuda.
That's spooky.
Yeah.
That was one of those real bad situations that could have been a lot worse.
I would have checked the glasses, possible star glasses for information. There it is. You have Ice Rock? Ice Rock, yeah. Now, will he get sniped by the trigger-happy fire monsters? Do not go diagonal. And that is GG.
Okay. Dumb Phoenix is the winner of the first round of this race. As you can see, Garudas, man.
All right. Well, I just pinged that. So ask Septic if he wants to finish because we're at the halfway
So
point in a
close.
round.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is why Garuda was a leaderboard separator.
Yeah. It's just not fair to compare
Yeah, and
non-Garuda with this.
yeah, Septic is going to finish their run. They're literally just right behind, basically. And it's a Garuda. It's not like you need a lot of resources. So.
And he has all the resources he does not need.
Mm-hmm. And also, we should also point out as well is the Garuda teleportation is RNG, but if both players were to do the exact same movement, the RNG would be the same. So, first turn, walking up using Abduct would take them to the same spot. But the second there's a slight deviation, all RNG is out the window, and it'll generate a random tile. This is where he's answering me on the stream. So, there's no reason for him to pause, but we do have to tell the runners when acid rainbow. So this is nearly a sub 30 for John Phoenix.
That's gotta feel good and also slightly insane.
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I actually see more of this game that actually is intentional in play.
Yep. Because we really kind of breezed past all the everything, actually.
Yeah. So this is what the end of the game looks like. So let's see if they can do this again. And this is the first round of the tournament. So, okay, You're on the burgundy egg.
I won't.
Well, honestly, looking at the spells, 4 Blaze, 6 Ice Rocks, so that was a 7. A Viper Egg for the spare. 7 Pillar, 7 Fire, and 7 Blaze. Honestly, this might be a seed I set aside for new runners in the game. If they want to learn Garuda, because, there we go, there's a GG now on Septic's side.
Excellent. Glad to
see. The timer does stop when you load into the floor, just saying, but... Or, sorry, when the elevator thing disappears, that's fine. But... yeah, John's going to definitely have to watch that back. I'm sure it's behind. No. Level 4 and level 9. So... Well, let's go reset to seed number 2. Oh, that is dumb. But welcome to Azure Dreams. We've ripped apart this game to the point where a 30-minute run and a 31-minute run just happened.
Yep. It's fun to see a game being driven before you. It's women weeping.
Yeah. Yeah, the Conan, was it Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah, Conan. Yeah. What is best in life? Garuda runs.
Yeah, no, we had such a huge mod discussion back in the day, because when Baldwin showed this off during a run, we're like, what the hell did we do? Because,
It's a legitimate game mechanic. It's fair in the sense that it's very unfair to everybody.
Yeah, I'll verify the seed just for the... Oh, you guys keep talking. There we go, C2. It will be 21929. Okay. That's nice.
Yes. You blink in a Garuda seed and it's gone.
Also, to be fair, if they blinked and died, it would have been exactly the same outcome. I would not expect anything less from both. So 21929. So Septic is good, and I'm waiting for John to catch up.
Yep.
Looks good to me.
It does, in fact.
Oh, right. We had to mark a winner. That happened so quickly. John got +1. There we go. Okay, again, not normal. Hopefully a different thing. I didn't think it'd be a Garuda seed. I thought maybe the egg would have been a Garuda and they'd have to spend time to hatch it on the first floor. But yeah, that's about as nice as you can get, minus the Scarlet Wand, really.
Honestly, at that point, it doesn't really even matter. Or But now we're back, hopefully, to regularly scheduled Azure Dreams action, dealing with monsters and traps and the random layouts of the tower, instead of having it all whiz by in a blur, over in a moment.
Yeah.
Also, if I were like, I feel that 10-year-old me, back when this game first came out, would have gone absolutely insane to know that that was even possible. I used to turn on cheats to even beat the game.
I still have my old playthrough of this game recorded when I got to floor 40. I had a fire U-boat at like a gold sword plus 15. I was like level 26, so I clearly ran up the tower at the end.
Yeah. At a certain point, you can make it up at the tower pretty quickly if you sprint, and really, I think it'd be safe to say that the main thing you learn speedrunning is how far can you extend that final sprint? Can you extend that final desperate sprint all the way to the bottom of the tower?
Yeah, and yeah, you honestly can. We've had basically no more burbs, please. No. They're going to be starting very soon with the stream delay happening, so off they go. And so what do you think was going to happen? I'm going to say killer.
I'm going to say feeling Annapolis.
Always Annapolis. Let's see. We have...
They make me weirdly happy with their grumpy old man face and their, like, cool body.
It's the Fabergé egg! We got a Mandara!
Very cool.
Oh, so useless. Okay, now you actually get to see the pain of what these people are going to have to go through.
Possibly. It depends on what is in that first egg.
True, you can easily replace
if
it.
it's something, useful. Something
also,
good.
Mandaras have D4th. They are healing.
And that means their AI can become rather unpredictable. And also, enemy Mandaras are pains.
Dark Sword, okay.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't you love having 75% accuracy?
Yep. That is the thing you have to be aware of. The Dark Sword hits significantly less, though it does have a lot of power. And it's a unicorn. Someone call Univern, that's pretty close.
Yeah, but unicorns are pretty hard. Yeah, like, that's a lot of investment to get to level 20. I would honestly bank on another random egg.
Yeah. Additionally, there's the question of, looks like Septic is not playing with the Barong. We're just gonna go.
Honestly, he's down a match. He realized now that John can outpace him even in Garuda, so... I would be using the mixture magic that... Oh, Dark Sword, of course. You could just murder everything for like the first 10 floors.
Yeah.
If you hit. So, the Dark Sword is the strongest base sword you can get. Yeah, but it's naturally... in the door frame, too.
The worst case scenario, really. Okay, the worst case scenario that turned out to be fine.
Let's see here. So we have the unicorn on John's side. That's one miss. So how many will we have in total this run? So Mandara is one of the dumbest monsters you can fight in the tower, not because of how difficult they are. It's because they are so weak in HP that you can kill them with a Fire Queenie and just a sword by doing AI1 strat. So they're not very scary in general. So I'm actually kind of curious about how this will play out because they basically have like a very strong monster. It has a decent attack stat. It's just not very durable, and you can't pick it up.
Yeah,
So
that I
AI
would
one's
say,
out of the window.
that I
Oh.
would say is the biggest thing. There's a lot out of the window. There's invulnerability glitches out of the window.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of positioning tricks. They are more or less going to have to play this one, at least unless they find something better as it lays, as they end up in the position thereof.
And also, Septic was level 4 at the end of the Gerudo run.
Yep.
Septic right now is level 3.
Yep, and he is going through these early introductory floors where you're reasonably safe.
Mhm.
You've got you've got your usual mixture magic, you've got a stronger than usual weapon, and
Oh.
you're pretty solid.
Yeah.
But here to fully explore everything, nothing's here going to eat your face off immediately.
No, and you should also see here the difference is Septic knows this comes with experience and playing the game and whatnot. You can see how fast the battles are going on Septic's side because he hasn't switched. I saw the paralysis trap for the record. That's almost another Septic special after a Septic special already.
Really, a
You
septic
can see how
special,
fast.
he doesn't die.
I mean, still technically is.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but you can. Here's a Dark Sword misses. Here's where 3 in a row.
Again. Oof.
Yeah. So having a good sword is all well and good, but like you can see that on
The Dark
John's
Sword
side.
isn't completely that sword.
Well, no, John has to wait for the entire animation of the mixture magic versus swinging the sword. And
Yep.
that eats up a good chunk of time. Water magic tends to have the longer animations between the icicles or whatever. So, yeah, this might come down to as well is like because of this, it's a 2-hit against a balloon here, and you see here is 3 hits for Septic. Oh, okay, AI 1. 7 damage, not ideal. It can do some damage still, because that was with type advantage. That's pretty meh.
Yeah, that's not great.
Wind Crystal, just throw it.
Yep, there's no getting off this train.
Nope. So this is going to be a lot harder for the runners overall now, because... Also, again, I rolled the best seeds. It's complete opposite of the last one, where everyone was having a great time. Now it's like, oh dear.
Oh dear, can also be, in its own way, a great time.
Well, it's great
Are
time
you
for
not
us now.
entertained?
I mean, if I say no, I'm a really bad commentator for this game then. I'm not entertained while watching it. Also, you can see here them running through the hallways and stuff like that. Generally, hallway and when you're not near enemies, movement is basically like 3 times the speed. Once you're 6 spaces within an enemy, things will slow down. And also, I didn't realize that Mandara had the weird MP level of 85.
Well, that is a weird MP level.
Normally they're like, 100 or 80, but like 85 is an odd one to see.
It's literally an odd one.
True. Also, again, we can see the priorities here. Septic has been going for the items. That's a very healthy inventory.
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot more relevant in this version of events than the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they would be best off finding really
Anything else?
any replacement weapons. That sword's power stops being relevant pretty fast.
Yeah.
It stops being relevant around the time the game expects you to go home, which Septic is already past, and Phoenix is just reaching. That is an impressive display of speed.
CC is quite nice because you have a replacement now for wind and then sea again, so you can go back and forth. It's feeding monsters basic seeds and herbs still recovers some MP. So it's not... Oh, we have the pooping volcano. No pickup. That's going to hit a good chunk of HP.
Yes, on the second one, which is at least something. This strikes me as if Septic were concerned about safety, and I don't think he is in this scenario, this would be a pretty good place used to get some levels in.
Mhm.
He has a water monster. It's in pretty good shape. But I think that last match is still probably leaving its echo.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, there's now like a 5-level difference, but it's the opposite side now. Septic is doing Septic things. Septic is a former world record holder, I believe. I think it's held by Ruga still, or I can't remember what's the current state.
Did I just see? I just saw the spin come in? What?
I guess there's no real reason to. You can just murder them.
Yeah, that
Legos.
strikes me as a bit of a waste of MP, honestly. Because unlike Garuda, most monsters' abilities do not come very cheap. Which is a weird thing. Why is Garuda so very, very cheap?
Okay, Wuga does have both first places again for standard and grounded. Septic is second place respectively, with the same run, truthfully. He had a grounded run of 24-25. Because that's the state this game's at right now, is you can do less one floor per minute is like a bad pace. It's like, what is even? Also, I just verified Wuga's bookless run. There's no new world record because now that's 245. Because, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this game is just it's not solved because like that might be a Garuda egg that might be worth fighting for and checking of all things because that is the Garuda floors.
No,
I never know if Chai is confirming or something as well because I know Chai enjoys checking the seeds as well. So I never know if Chai is spoiling stuff for me or actually doing a guess, but the smiley face, I don't know. What are you doing, Chai?
Well, that's an interesting way of approaching the Mahel seed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is an unfortunate corridor to be caught in.
One's going to turn around. Yep.
Griffins are, in fact, very nasty little fellas.
Honestly,
They look cute, but they're mean.
They are. Got the pickup though. And here, oh, okay, he's lucky. They could have both turned around. I like that one. There you go. Problem is the longer he spends in this one hallway, like this egg better
the more
be.
things will appear in this one hallway.
Uh-huh.
It's not good.
That's the right choice. Because there's still... The problem is with... This might be a 3-room floor, looking at it.
Yeah, which means that everything is coming towards you pretty much at all times.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of... There's not a whole lot of solutions to these problems Septic is facing here.
14 HP with Mandara. He's going to have to either throw the egg, which all this for is not worth it. Spin! We have another spin command. We're playing the dangerous...
most play that we have ever seen this command get.
We are playing the 1-in-8 game.
And now it's gotten weirder.
Alright.
Okay, now what, Septic?
Yeah.
Now what?
Like, we're gonna... What is this? Floor 13. So in 3 floors, John's gonna be in the exact same situation with a lot less resources, though. And it might make a difference of just...
He might go the other direction
Mm-hmm.
at start, and that's really the only thing here.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness me!
Looks like one of them is snapped out of confusion.
This is spin to win, right? So this probably confirms this is a 3-room floor.
Yep. There is not a whole lot Septic can do in this particular situation.
No, he has to throw the egg. Like that's.
And it's just
a
dreaming,
dreaming.
which isn't going to help him as much as he wants it to.
Yeah. He's sitting on the blaze. Oh, that's good. Like, yep.
Yep, that's it.
Can we get an F in chat for the Mandara?
I think we'll be getting an F in chat in a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Septic is not going to have a good time next little bit. Because here's the fun thing about this type of floor. Everything he kills, like Lady Debbie said, is going to appear on the other side. That's where the elevator is. So he can kill all 4 of these things. He gets down there, they're all waiting for him again.
It is... And there's no way out. He can dance with this Griffin all he wants. There is... really, except luck, pure luck, not much he can do.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Mahel seed that could get him past. No, it couldn't get him past. Not with that help.
This is the funniest
there he
thing.
Goes.
Yep. This is the funniest thing. If only he used the what was it, floor 13? Yeah, max 13. Thank you. If only he used the repel ball actually on Mandara, it would have survived the rise. He had it in his inventory. That was one of the given ones.
There was also, I think, I would probably might have tried seeing what I could get out of, at least in those moments where he had a second or two. D4th is right there.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna see, and here's the thing: if John doesn't make it through that floor,
then he takes that point.
Mm-hmm.
But if he does, then
match over.
That's it. This would be a quick one.
We could probably have a friendly third, depending on how people feel and stuff like that. But yeah, this is extremely fast Azure Dreams tournament match. Just one because of Garuda, and 2 because hey, Mandara now has a 0% success rate so far for runners.
It looks like John is going in the right direction to begin with, which is all he really needs. But that was not good.
No, you have to use the Aleem, but here's the problem: how many monsters are waiting in that room in front?
That's a very good question. Medicinal herb and change the AI. Oh, that's not a very big corridor at all.
There you go. That's GG.
Enormous corridor. One corridor is 5 steps, and the other it feels like 3 miles. GG. I would not be surprised if there was a friendly third, but that was such a weird set of seeds as a combined thing.
Uh-huh. Like... Can't get left by safe. Yeah, like... This just shows, like, how... why we're doing best of 3. Because if this was the start of the run, and it was like, okay, everyone, it's been 20 minutes, bye. You know.
It would be disappointing.
Yeah. There's no gameplay. Like, he died within 16. I don't think even he can check Discord right now. He's still probably playing.
Yeah.
It's 20 minutes. No one dies that quick, right? Fun fact. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I was about to say, please protect my dignity for a few more minutes.
The floor 2 4-player race was still amazing. I don't care what anyone says.
It was very fun, and like it was very fun watching the third person run separate, the fourth person who was running separately from the rest of us, and we all were waiting for the surprise. You win on floor 3 because the rest of us all immediately ate the dust.
Yeah, and that's just before fixed tower seeds. Everyone collectively died on floor 2 in different ways. It was amazing.
It really was.
Yeah. Back when we did the 2v2 tournament, for those who are wondering.
Yeah.
John,
It's
you
fun,
check
but
this
also a
board.
little bit of a scheduling nightmare.
Oh god, it was horrible for that.
Yep.
John, can you check the one? John's clearly in game mode. I can't seemingly. Worst comes to worst, I'll hang up this call and call him, and hopefully it'll disrupt his Discord or something. Stop, he's already dead.
Oh.
Technically applicable.
Technically applicable.
Uh,
John with a very fast Garuda seed, and a Septic went down, having chosen the wrong fork of a three-way or a three-room floor, which was everyone was a little bit sad about that.
I'm just gonna send him messages and hopefully he sees. This is the thing, is sometimes people hide the Discord stream. I know his layout's pretty particular right now, so he might have it just hidden, put the game up, different monitor, not paying attention. But Sand or anyone else, if you could try to call and see if he can notice Discord. Or not call, but like ping him. Because the problem with running OBS is you don't hear the Discord noises.
Yep.
So at the moment, we are just waiting and seeing how long it takes for him to realize.
Will it be longer than the actual match?
That would be very sad.
If it gets to 26 minutes, it will be. He played twice as long as he survived, or as Septic survived. Again, this game, like nothing against Septic. This game is such a roll of the luck.
Sometimes you do everything you can. What you can might be shockingly little.
Yeah.
Or you do everything you can and it's a lot and it's still not enough. The tower will decide your fate whether you aye or nay. But especially
also,
if you nay.
The common phrase we have is sometimes the tower says no. And the tower said no to Septic. When someone's gaming so hard, right? Here's the lava fruit trick with the picket. You fill them up so they actually don't encounter you.
Because the leva fruit goes into its inventory slot, because that was how they could figure out how to code it to make it have a lingering effect. It's weird like that.
Mm-hmm. John. You're at 21 minutes now. If you get to 26, you played twice as long as your opponent's been dead. Or as long, sorry, not twice as long. Yeah, there's a lot of small nuanced things going on. Septic to start a new game again.
Which might even be intentional.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely know that he doesn't have Discord up or chat up or anything at this point.
No. Well, what do we think is in that egg?
That was a pretty early egg, wasn't it? That was. Oh no, that was. Oh, okay.
That wasn't the death egg.
No, it was. It was the down the hallway there. No, right. That was the early one. That was one that John found that.
Right. The one down the hallway, John never went down that hallway. That's why he lived.
Yeah.
That was a death hallway.
Oh, so that's the leva fruit picket. It's just gonna be dancing around and then running away. There we go. He noticed.
Melissa's capacity for fruit.
Oh, there we go. We got the notice. I won? Okay, so reset to 3 then.
All right, we will get a reset for a friendly third.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully, the 3rd seed isn't. Hopefully, it's a bit middle between both of them. Hopefully, we get a
Alright.
good, lucky seed and a challenging thing, but not too challenging that things end within 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's get a robust seed.
All right. So, what do people think the monster will be for this one? Naples. Even before I ask, everyone's like, okay, Naples. With the stream delay, there's no way in the world you heard that, Revan.
Say,
Ooh, U-boat would be good.
U-boat would be good. I'm feeling, because I have my little notebook with me, I'm gonna say Arachne, primarily because I just like my little comment meant for Arachne of strength plus, baby.
Oh yeah. Honestly, that's such a good monster. I want to see a cyclone because they're very scary at the early part of the game. They're very strong throughout, but having them all have Lagrave is hilarious
And terrifying.
Yeah, so I would love to see that because again, it might end really soon, or we might have a decent run. But I think people would, if they saw a cyclone, I think they'd try to hatch the second egg anyway. I would still love to see a killer. There's been a wind snowman would be a good one. That'd be paralysis on those floors, wouldn't it? That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
that
that
would be because that's D-mirror. That's yeah. So
Ooh. Nightmare scenario.
yeah, let me get the seeds. 21463. They are both good. Let me know when you are ready. Seeds are good. Yeah. Again, like thankfully, this is going to take that long, so people can get back to Tears of the Kingdom. But you know, me included, I've been really wanting to play. It's just right beside me.
It is currently sitting on top of my TV stand, waiting for me, calling.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm really happy with that game, but at the same time, what's Zelda?
There's got to be a trap room because it's Sleepy Zelda time.
Yeah. So we have John ready, and Septic isn't quite ready yet. I didn't think we'd be down. It was like within an hour now. Or hour 10 minutes. We have 2 matches down.
Yep. They were, for very different reasons, short matches.
Yeah. Yes. One was like, oh my goodness, pinnacle of skill, the Garuda. And the other one's like, haha, no.
Left or right? Okay, you selected left, you die. Good day.
We had the funny face on Septic's side. Fair enough. He will be sad. Live your happiest life, or else. Okay, sad face. All right. So
I feel like that is oh gosh, what's her name? But that's the mom not setting them up for success.
Oh yeah, it's like maybe
really in the happy life department and naming your child sad face.
The name came to me, just jotted down a piece of paper. It's like, you're a sad face. Just saying. All right, so John moves on. So for those who don't know, our tournament actually starts tomorrow, but we had a weird placement of a match because we had 9 people, where we had basically 1 round for week 1. So this is technically week 0. All we care about is Tears of Building.
5.
Yeah, so we're getting this one out of the way. So Septic will have a bye for this week, I assume, and then we'll figure things out, whatever. But everyone else in the bracket will be able to do stuff as of the 14th. So, again, if anyone's interested, I'm pretty sure... Well, let me get another link here. I just erased my... invite people, do this. It's always a temporary link. If you ever need it, it's always on speedrun.com. We will get things updated later for SpeedGaming side because, again, the bracket is technically a finished tournament. But if you want to join, feel free to join.
Oh, it's just a dream!
Oh, we're going to be hatching that second egg. So everyone, what's the second egg then? Because no one's going to be using that dreamin'.
No.
Now, if it is a dreamin' egg in there...
That would be hysterically funny.
Yeah, it was just like the game saying, no, you're using the dreamin'. Yeah, this is... I roll up best seeds. I'm going to stand by that statement no matter what. Between the Dark Sword misses, the Garuda egg, and the Hopeful, and then this. Life Wand, Leather Shield, okay. Acid Rain, okay.
We've done the best we can with everything else. Now let's see what's in that egg.
Wow, okay, that's an ideal speedrunning stuff. For those who don't know, the Leather Shield has increased evasion. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess it's dreaming time, everybody.
Yeah, we're using low sleep going up a tower with a life wand. So here's a prediction, everyone. No, I'm not going to say that's going to be me. I was going to say, when do you think people will die time-wise in the counter? Septic mentioned the dream and troll egg.
He created this scenario.
Well, and he is himself to blame.
Satisfied.
Yeah. There is no blue color in these seeds. Blue color, I do believe, is still on... Or no, or is blue color included? I can't remember on the rules.
I do not know myself.
Okay, Chai says there is blue color. Okay, so yeah, you could potentially do that. We're seeing here that John's hatching it and can be disappointed in a second.
Mount Burn is a slightly different from its wind and water counterparts as mixture magic. While the wind and water versions affect the whole room, Mount Burn does a 7x7 square directly in front of you.
Yeah.
But also acts as an obstacle that can turn monsters around if they're not aggroed onto you, which is kind of weird.
Honestly, I would since this is like you're doing one way or another, I would probably fuse. I don't know, because like, okay, if Dreamin' didn't have his spell unlocked, you'd be able to get Brid with Troll, but because the spell is unlocked, you can't get the hidden spell for Troll. You can see the range of the Earthshaker. Very expensive spell though. It's 54 MP. It's 4 MP again. He's like, oh wow, it's like 20 attacks. That's not a lot in this game.
It goes by very quickly, and is that life wand a little bit useless?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit useless. Because why would you ever be actually using it?
Although in this situation where you can kill the Troll and Cyclone in a single turn, basically, you know, that's great.
Yeah.
That's still 8 whole MP. That's more than 1/10 your MP for 2 monsters. So
and
like,
Dreamin' is unfortunately not a very high MP monster to start with. So it's left in a pretty the unfortunate and MP hungry position.
mm-hmm. It takes a lot of resources to keep something that has. If you had a Cyclone half MP and it was 2 MP for Earthshaker, that's manageable, but still pretty hard to do. But that's still 35 attacks, and eventually they'll start one-shotting things like Krakens and stuff like that. That will work. Hey, Blushy. But overall, it's just...
Plushy, since you have just tuning in, we are on the friendly third. The first 2 matches were wild.
Yeah, we had Garuda and we had a nope. And honestly, again, like sometimes the tower just says no and you gotta respect it. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, so like of all the speedruns I've learned, and I think I'm nearing like 80 different games at this point, this is probably the hardest one to pull off, just because A, RNG, obviously. But B, sometimes the game just straight up says no. and there's no getting around nothing. I think the only thing they could have done is if they had the Tumina glitch. And then
Yeah, which
earthquakes.
wasn't an option for their
Yeah.
scenario, really.
It was Mandara. They were stuck with the heavy monster who couldn't be picked up.
That's just the way of the world at times.
Mm-hmm. Slam trap. Very nice. Earthshaker should hit as well. The bullet, nope. It's facing the wrong direction.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm not having a good time with all the fire monsters around that Dreamin'.
yeah, that's not a great scenario.
Oh,
think
it survived.
The thing about the elemental triangle is that because it's not just it's not an equal distribution of
No.
relative usability. Monsters that are wind magic are usually multipliers. They make things worse without necessarily hurting you real bad. Fire monsters hurt you real bad.
Yeah, let me get the actual instruction manual out because it has the best way to phrase it. I want to make sure I get the wording right. Oh, yes, I do have the physical manual in
Oh,
front of
and
me.
the Dreamin's down on Phoenix's side. That was a short-lived creature.
Yeah, 4-4. Honestly,
Life is
probably
but
gonna
a
be.
dreamin'.
Yeah. Why would you use a restore scroll on it? Just switch to the troll.
I guess.
I would not do that. Oh, shout out to Queenie's name being Spark in the manual. There you go. Spell attributes. Fire spells, effective for attacking. Water spells, effective for defense. Wind spells, effective for special situations.
Yep.
And that basically doesn't come up very much. It's better to have attack or defense. Still can't believe I got this game for $30 online.
Impressive.
Yeah, I don't know why it's a couple hundred now. But yeah, no, this game in general, I still think I would have used the restore scroll on the Dreamin'. I would have just cut my losses, taken out the troll, and just use the blaze ball and get a few levels. Like,
Certainly an option.
Septic knows how to run through floors, at least. Like, ditch the Dreamin', keep it for AI1 invincibility glitch, get out of a situation kind of thing. That's about it. Just the treatment. Honestly, the fact is still win though. I don't know if the seeds has randomized types for the monsters or not, but low sleep honestly is okay. Again, Mount Burn is, I think it's like even more expensive if I remember correctly. Oh, I know, but I'm saying it's better just to have the troll. The troll actually has a decent-ish attack power. And you can still do AI1 stuff. Dream is never going to be doing more than 1 damage.
It is. While the Brongs have come up, they haven't necessarily given out anything terribly exciting on either end this round. In a couple of places, we've just blown past them. In a couple of places, they've just been, they can give you literally anything. So it's a case of, well, literally anything.
Also, look at the MP on Dreamin' on Septic side.
Yeah.
He refuses to use the Peter Fruit until he's out of the situation, because if it dies...
then it's a waste of a fruit.
Mm-hmm.
But also, that's a situation that can sometimes get a little bit worse for not doing it earlier. Admittedly, against a balloon, it's not one of those situations. But I remember losing at least one run to, well, I got put in a sleep trap, then my monster ran out of MP, then I died.
I don't think either player has high expectations for a Dreamin' run.
No.
So I think that's kind of the consensus here in the mentality of the runners here. Also, they're going to start yelling at me when we get them a call for an interview. That's beside the point.
What is there to say?
You're welcome to the first seed. Please don't talk about the next two.
Yeah.
I think that the restore scroll was looking at the inventory difference. I think that was from the Balrog on John's side.
Yep, that is correct. It was the first thing you got out of it.
Yeah.
So that is a pretty handy one.
They still have the acid rainbow as well, but like, honestly, I would have kept the hammer. I know it's really stupid, but there is a position where if you do the kind of the thing where you unequip the bow trolls.
I love unequipping bow trolls. It is
Yeah.
one of my favorite tricks.
Yeah, but like, if you get that, legitimately, you can turn things around in hallways if they're at an angle with the... Oh, we have another egg. Oh my goodness.
There's
Also-
hope.
Yeah, also smack that wall, kill that thing, hatch that egg, get rid of the Dreamin', hopefully, and please, for everything that I want, please let it be a troll egg. No, they already had one. Please let it be a Palumpa egg or something useless, just something dumb. Let's make this the worst possible seed. Oh no!
This is a downside of not having Thinkyun. Here we are. Besides the general state of Dreamins.
You know, just use the acid rainbow, cut your losses, hatch the egg.
Yeah.
I get what he's trying to do, and now he has to move it first, and then has to get in the room and survive, and then he can use this. Yeah, just a dream.
Luckily, he does not have to be face to face.
Mm-hmm.
He's with those guys to use this. That is, at least we're seeing some advantage to be had here.
I still remember when Fee was using, it was like the fire golem, I think they started with in the tournament. And she had, she got brainwashed, or golem got brainwashed. She's like, it's fine, right? Like what's this about? This smacked her, nearly killed her. She's like, oh no. It's like, you had that spinny punch move. This is gonna suck. At least with Dreamin', it just follows you. It acts like a normal Dreamin'. Ooh,
Not
water.
really.
Oh, that's actually good because that is a full MP recovery. And honestly, again, Earthshaker does do damage. So.
Yeah? I would seriously think about hatching that egg, though.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely need to. John on the other side, that isn't going to do too well. Yeah, Earthshaker's all well and good, but
Balloons are hot air balloons. They are fire elemental. It's kind of funny when you think about it that the most wind-based monster of them all is in fact not actually in any way wind-based.
or the thing that's floating is too heavy to pick up.
Also good.
I hate that. I understand not picking up literally flame. That makes sense to me. Cyclone, okay, it could be heavy mass, whatever. This one's a hot air balloon. Birthday
It's
parties that
literally
taught me
lighter
anything.
than air.
Yeah. It's literally anti-weight. It should be good. Ooh, poison as well.
Oh, this is bad.
No, he just changed it to water.
Oh, okay, this is fine.
Yeah. Everyone gets to see Aqua Wheel, the very rarely seen spell. Also, look at the MP usage. Ooh.
Yeah, clowns are actually surprisingly heavy hitters. They're very fragile, but they do hurt.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to hurt you.
Big splish room, yeah. There's 4 MP per use again. And you can see their Dreamins are just, punching bags. They have the HP stat. So, yay, but at the same time, you're now at 9 MP again with this Dreamin'.
Yep.
Get rid of it and hatch the other egg. Even if it's a U-boat can physically attack.
So
Also-
they can fuse it. They can
We're not-
fuse it. They can have all the advantages of a U-boat. Every single last one of them.
Yeah. Also, looking at the 3 balloon room here,
Yeah,
John's not going to have a good time here.
No, this is a bad time.
Yeah. And they have an acid rain ball, and they're refusing to use it.
You can't use resources when you're dead.
Yep, that's the
I need
golden
to find a
rule.
good rhythm for that one.
I know. I've said that to every single runner in this community. I've been here long enough for it. And now the acid rain ball's used. Yeah, resources are useless if you're hoarding them, if you die. And if you can get up one more floor than your opponent, it's worth it, right?
Yep. That is the difference between winning and losing.
Yep. So, this water dreamin' might hold out for a little bit. They did use the water crystal on it, so you got about 20 attacks or so. But let's say generously 18, because you're going to be using an MP while walking as well.
Mm-hmm.
But just to put in perspective, it's been 16 minutes, and Septic just got on floor 11.
Yep, that is the dream in life. That's
The
living
previous
the
match,
dream.
yeah, the previous match ended in 13, and it was a 28-28 gain to floor 40 with the Garuda. Like, this is the struggle of how, let's submit this game to a marathon.
What type of run will it be, and
Yeah.
what sort of timing will it have?
Yeah,
We
we don't
don't
have, we'll never be able to know. And like, John is sitting here and surviving, yeah. But whatever lead there is, like, we know there's eventually an egg. Fine. But will he find it? Will he be able to claim it? He doesn't have many resources. He has a blaze ball and a leaf fruit. There's a second egg now. That one is looking very nice at floor 12, just saying.
Yeah, it could be a thing. There's also the animation timing on the Dreamin', which is another downside to its many, many downsides.
Also, the other thing as well that people need to keep in consideration for this is, let's say that, Septic gets a really good egg and is able to flap the floors and stuff like that. He has a huge inventory. And also, like, why wouldn't, like, Septic and John are both, like everyone in this tournament, truthfully, are extremely good players. It's like, we know what we're doing, and we're just playing to what the game is providing us. It's like, but he's holding on to, like, iron swords and stuff like that, not throwing them to do extra damage versus things to save MP rolls and stuff like that. Oh, hey, Krakens, no one likes seeing you. Does Septic not realize he has the blue collar?
He might not.
He searched the entire floor for items.
Then I guess. Well, to be fair, it's a thing that even we didn't know at the start of this match for sure. We thought maybe.
Yeah.
Probably. Except, no, wait, he's fused things.
Well, he still has the troll. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe. She should be aware.
I mean, like in the Garuda seed.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely should know. Get rid of the wooden wand.
Then who knows?
Yeah, here we go. Here's the inventory cleaning. It always makes me wonder if there's, like, again, we're finding more and more things about this game, the more we play kind of thing. I'm curious if we can replicate the invincibility glitch by using just an egg somehow.
That would be very impressive.
Yeah, like, if maybe there's a way to do that, because we can mess up the programming and, like, the whole reason we could do it. Oh, that's not fun.
While Chai is correct about the troll, there are 2 other eggs in his inventory.
Yeah.
That could be useful, would have levels. So if they needed their spell unlocked, they could unlock it.
Here's the thing, though, and this is a very simple thing. Also, John the Frog. Love that frog sprite. It's great.
He's in danger.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's stuck between a bloom and a bloom place. Thankfully, he can just leave, but if another monster comes, he's as good as dead, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So he better hope nothing.
Any little misstep, that could be a thing. Oh.
He's fine. Just going up to the next floor as a frog isn't ideal.
No.
But what you can do is you can take a troll, do the invincibility glitch, and then just hatch the egg while invincible.
Oh, that's a good point. Either way, yeah, he probably is just seeing what Dreamin' will do.
Yeah. This is a friendly third. There's no more stakes here, so Septic might be taking it more relaxed as well.
Dreamin' a little dream.
Yeah. So, like, how high can you get it with the Dreamin' Egg kind of thing? Well, we'll see.
There was a tournament match where Dreamin' did a lot of work.
That was Poulet, and Poulet had the Dreamin' putting the killers to sleep.
Yep.
And that's where the MVP title keeps coming from. People saying Dreamin' MVP in chat. That's if anyone's wondering where that is from. Because, yeah, Poulet managed to get the Dreamin' Egg to floor 40, which I think, or 439. I can't remember if it actually made it. I think it did. But that's where people are like, oh, every monster's useful. Just, certain people have to use it. Like, I'm very good at pickets. Just different mentality of how you have to do the AI control and also please don't try to kill a Newell.
Yeah, that's just
it will heal up all the damage and ignore you. That's it. At least we know where the. Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, this is a stalling tactic.
Yeah, you just have to get a little.
New. Always excited to see it.
Yeah, because since one was sleeping, you can technically manipulate their AI just a little bit by doing that. You have a Blaze Ball, go for the Garuda experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I do want to stress, we do have resources in our Discord of, hey, better item management, what quirky things you can do to like, hey, here's immortality if you have the right conditions. Somehow, no Tumminifers.
Yeah.
Like, in all three games, I have not seen one.
And they're normally not uncommon.
Because, like, my favorite thing to do is these guys start transforming into items. You pick up an item, you walk out of the room, and you make them walk over the same path, and they'll actually de-aggro you to transform into the item. So, there you go, done.
Weavers are such little tricksters, and they are so stupid.
Yeah. They're also programmed so they only look one direction, basically, or cardinal directions. Okay, are you going to hatch the other egg, John?
This would be a good situation for that.
Yeah. I think he's trying to find a good position. Honestly, if that hallway is connected going upwards, I would use that. Oh, going to floor 17.
Sadly, no trip to the casino, no for Septic this time. Just that little airport, like Las Vegas airport casino on the first floor.
Most of the casino. Oh, speaking of, this is now the second potential Garuda egg.
Yep.
This is, you can get, I think, up to floor 21. So this is now floor 12 and floor. Nope. Okay. All right.
It's meme o'clock.
Yeah. How many eggs? Just keep getting them.
He is dreaming that dream.
Walk down and then lure dreaming. Yeah. There you go.
You know, there's actually a line in this game that always sticks in my brain.
Firmer.
One other than that one, and other than Curry. Right.
Which line?
It's something Nico says to the tune of, "There are people who try to treat their dreams, and there are people who just dream about their dreams," and that always sticks in my brain. And just because it's a pretty good line, and also he is just dreaming his dreams today.
Honestly, a 24 climb soon with a dreamin', if nothing else, respectable. He's trying to make him steal the copper coins here.
That is the easiest and quickest way to get rid of a picket.
Yep.
That or a fireball to the face, but that's wasting.
That's resources. Yeah.
That's not efficient.
No,
when you can just get him to go away for the price of 1 copper coin.
I still always love selling all the items after I fish, run just seeing how much money I have. I think my highest is like 86,000. kept finding tire eggs. Hey, we have another frog on the screen. This is where all the frogs were.
Okay. They
Again,
were-
fun fact, that was our first ever Azure Dreams emote in our Discord. Is the AD frog.
The frog just has such an expressive. It's a Garuda. Have fun, John Phoenix.
If John takes game 3, because
He hatched the Garuda. That's something.
this game.
This game.
Yeah. Like. Oh, we're hatching okay, we're getting the fire Garuda as well. So there we go. So we're gonna get rid of that wind. That's very nice.
It's all ready to go now.
Yeah. Starglass, yeah, okay. Elevators to the left. It's now to the up. Come on.
To the up. Sounds very weird.
The thing
It
is,
shouldn't, but it does. English.
yeah,
Weird.
maybe in the seat then. Honestly, like, no recovery items except for a light seed. Yeah.
Not a great situation, but Garudas are so cheap.
Yeah. Honestly, but you hopefully will find something. We do know there's a water crystal coming up in the same room as something. So, but I don't know if... I think this is where Septic... Just doing the meme of a friendly third, like, yeah, sure, I'll take a dream it up, whatever. To like, okay, I should have hatched the egg and got the Garuda. It's very rare to see a Garuda in general.
Yeah.
But, on the AD Rando website, there's egg charts and stuff like that. And in particular, if you find certain eggs throughout the game on certain floors, they're just auto checks just because they're only good for your run. And again, this is where I can take credit. Oh, so floor 20 Dream and Run. Congratulations, Septic. Back when Adarsis was the only runner on this game, I actually did my first ever run by hatching a monster in the tower, and Adarsis contacted me going, I never thought of doing that. It's like, I always think, like, you know, I want to keep him at the end. I'm like, well, why keep him when the run's over, right? He's like, damn, you're right.
Reset efficiency.
Yeah, I'm like, why not use the resources they hatch at your current level, right? So, also, yeah, we see here John having a wonderful time with the trap there. Oh yeah, exactly. Pleasure, you're absolutely right. John's like, oh god, I have to catch up, versus Septic is like, hey, dreaming.
Man, bring me in dreaming, making the sweetest thing that I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with that one.
Nah, it's fine. At least it's copyright free.
True. Probably.
I had to warn not you or like some other people who are doing tournament runs. I'm like, I know people like to listen to music during the match. You're recording your desktop audio. Like, don't play YouTube videos during that time. It's like, we don't want to get copyright strike. But like,
I listen to things on my phone.
Exactly. I'm like, I tend to have my Switch going with YouTube if need be or something, and just record it, just listening to it that way. But I guess I got a new phone. I guess I can do that now. Binding. Look at all these great resources and a Garuda egg in your inventory.
It is a slightly mad world. You certainly made some seeds, and oh dear. Oh dear.
And here's the issue. Wasn't it nice to use the restore scroll on Dreamin' on like floor 3? Just saying, John. Just saying.
Now.
It's a troll egg. Oh dear. Oh no, he never no, he did hash the troll egg initially. That's the second troll.
Okay.
So
Multiple trolls. Such is life.
yep. Actually, speaking of, for the curry percent run for myself, I refused to get a PB because everything went wrong. And it's like an hour 7 or something. It's just a horrible time. But I threw a Garuda egg thinking it was a plump egg.
Oh.
I had that from floor 12. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. This is my run. I'm keeping it. It's bad. I don't want to improve it. It's perfect. I could easily get like 20 minutes or even 30 minutes off the time if I wanted, but no.
But yes, we see now what we did not see in that first round. That Garuda runs can be very fragile things. Perhaps it is they that are the Dreamins after all.
I know why he's not hatching the eggs.
Why?
A, they're pita fruits. For the very expensive spell. He has 200 MP in his inventory.
Yeah.
So... the dream is on top of the roof!
Okay. Video game. That's a thing you just did. Azure Dreams is so weird about when it decides that the laws of rum exist.
That is... Yeah, he's going to be using the egg exploit here. Vipers want to eat eggs under all circumstances. So you just put down an egg, and then you can just get rid of the... Be very careful there. There's 2 traps beside each other. That indicates that the game probably has a trap room there to some extent. Game doesn't know why you're using the Dreamin'. It's like, yeah, this is...
We did technically make every monster something that the player could use, I guess. But,
Man, this is the thing you normally hit once, it fills up the book, and you never use it again. I don't know why someone's using it. Actually, if you look at the leveling curve and the stat gain on the website, that's 80random.com for anyone who doesn't know it. It has all the stats and everything. Dreamins just don't get good. Now, noises, on the other hand, oh man, they kill. They get really strong really quickly after level 2.
it's like they decided, no, there will only be one Magikarp.
Yeah. And then they made Feebas. Also, Stealth taking off 24 damage. Gotta be very careful. And this is where you have to stutter step quite a lot more than normal, just because you have to figure out when a stealth is around you. And it started off in the same room, already invisible, because this game hates its players sometimes.
Often, I would say.
Yeah.
Except, I guess, when it's feeding you Garuda eggs.
That was an invisible... That's just horrible. There's now an invisible...
Stealth, who knows where.
Exactly. It could be 3 spaces away from you still. We don't know. Just because it warped doesn't mean it warped away. So respectable floor 20 climb without familiars right now on John's side.
Very nice.
Yeah. Still looking for that restore scroll. We know there's not one coming up though. Exit loop's nice. Holy Bell's nice. 21. 4 floor difference now between both runners.
Yeah, this has evened up.
Yep.
Pretty well. This is the relatively even set match of middle length.
There's a restore scroll.
There we go. Never mind what I just said.
John can go again.
Forget all the words.
Yeah, this set of seeds, I'm just gonna pin. Like, this is dumb.
Meanwhile, this is a bad corridor for Septic and his water dream and all these pickets.
A lot of pickets on floor 25. There's trying to be really a couple for the water medallion.
I had the water medallion so
much.
Yeah. During the brief spell in which I was trying to learn bookless, and I think I'm going to, at least in small part, blame Pickets for me ultimately losing steam at that attempt, because I had to go like 3 or 4 times.
And we're zipping around and found the elevator already on John's side. I remember back in my day, back when the community started, I had a pen and paper, and that's how we kept notes on how things were going. And me and the Darces could not figure out why the healing herb was not spawning. And we were just racking our brains. We're loading up save files because everything was not save stated, basically. Goodbye, egg.
Farewell.
Yeah, that's actually the picket, I think. Yeah. They always relatively spawn near you. I don't know how to explain it, but I just know when they're around. So yay. Hello, cyan egg. He has so many eggs. So the way the pickets work, that's a sleep ball for the record, so he should kill it.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
But the way the pickets work is they roll, 1 to 20. They can't steal equipment, and they tend to hit empty slots. So the more stuff you have, the more likely they are to steal from you. Oh, we got the grab, so... And speaking of, floor 24 now.
Yeah, this is now... that lead is gone, and John will probably mostly be accelerating.
Helmet of Fruit, that's the immortality. That's going to be going into the inventory some way. Yep. Oh, one to the number of items. Okay, but either way, yeah. White sand, honestly, always good to check sands. Sand Knight, you doing all right? I know you're in chat somewhere. I blame you. We all blame you. That's the best part.
There goes that Garuda again.
Ooh,
So,
holy bell time. Or
now
acid rain. There we go. There we go. They're coursing. They get everywhere, Sand Knight. Oh, bye. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. Rest in peace, Garuda. I was looking at the acid rain ball killing the 2 snowmen.
Yep.
Well, John had every potential.
Yep. It just did not work out the way he wanted it to.
No. If you find a third restore scroll and you still don't manage to take over Septic, I'm gonna be so sad. Blue sand, no points. Well, there is, but inventory is full. There's no point in grabbing it. You have just enough time to take 1 attack.
Yep. I think he can manage that.
No, I wouldn't do it that way. Yeah. Well, okay, yeah, you bag Dreamin'. There you go. It's the first time Dreamin's been bagged on Septic side in 27 floors.
Very impressive.
Honestly,
Truly,
yeah.
Dreamin' MVP.
Oh my goodness. Is floor 28 restore scroll? Is that a restore scroll? Aw.
No. That would have been very funny.
Roche? More Tamina. Tamina, hey. That's a get out of jail free card. You take that fruit.
That is one situation you would not have to deal with.
Yeah. It takes 10 minutes for... walk away from the sleeping giant. I know. We'll have to tell him that during the interview. Is his MVP run or Dreamin' run is... Oh, God. If only you had a second Tumblr fruit. That's horrifying. That's a 3-room floor. There's a 1 exit room.
We've seen 1 exit rooms on floors that were not 3-room floors.
Okay, I want to
They
jinx
were
it.
weirdos.
I want to jinx it so bad. There's 2 things we have not seen. Monster rooms and 1-room floors so far. I want to see them.
Yeah? Oh, and then you would always be... And then if you put something to sleep with your Dreamin', it would then always be rolling the in same room as you wake up chance. Hate that.
You know, we have curry percent. We have all these other ones. Why don't we have sad percent where you just see Belden and leave? And everything's just miserable in his life. Tumbler fruit, take the tumbler fruit. Oh, so floor 28 versus floor 32. Oh, so that should be... Yeah, that's nowhere close to coming to kill the dragon. They are so bulky. You did 29 damage. They have like 70 or something. 76, I think, for HP. I can't remember.
They are stupid dragons.
Yeah.
They are just crazy good.
Although John closing in the gap and does also have a Holy Bell, so...
Yeah.
Well, here goes the Tumbler fruit or Holy Bell, because... sleep as well. You have 4 turns. You could do that. Yeah, that's 4 turns. As long as nothing... Because, like, look at this hallway here. Like, this does look like a 2-room or 3-room hallway here.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big room in the corner. I wish they just expanded the map so I can just see it. Aqua Wheel doing work here for the Tyrants, though.
Yep.
I am the last man your father ever saw. He stole my watch. Honestly, you have 2 sleep balls. Just walk up to it and put it to sleep. Come on. What do you... Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought he was going to use wind on the Dreamin'. No, he's turning the Glacier into a fire thing, which is physically impossible to stay in, but you kill it with a fireball. The resources are 3 Acid Rains on John's side, but level 11, I don't think the Acid Rain's going to be doing too much for too many things here.
No, probably not.
This is where you just bind your sleep or something. Because bind lasts for some turns, I believe. No, bind is always 4. Sleep is random if they wake up on the first turn, I think. Right?
Yep.
Yes. Honestly, feed them the eggs for MP. You got enough MP to get to the top of the tower, barring dragons starting right next to you. 2 dragons starting next to you is probably the only thing you're gonna have to worry about. Nope. Don't want that. Oh, the tyrant will wake up and go berserk and weaken the dragon. That'd be ideal. Okay. You're on the mini floor. Don't do that. The Metaweavas can absolutely destroy you if they want to. Oh, there's a golem.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing. Septic to run into.
Floor 32. Using a sleep ball in the hallway to increase the sleep turn potential, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
They turned around.
Sometimes that is all you need.
Mm-hmm. Also, what's funny is the last egg that he hasn't fed, I believe, is the Garuda. I do believe that was the Garuda egg.
Yep. This has been a fairly long floor. I think he has gone to pretty much every room that could be in it.
Yeah, he has to go up here, I believe. You better have a blaze ball still. Oh, there's 2 spaces in the way. Okay, he stopped just in time.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of...
Yeah. This is where all the resources, are needed. Because there's no way in the world a Dreamin's Mixture Magic will ever be enough to take out a Golem, even if it's a type advantage.
Which it isn't.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. So you're killing 3 Tyrants and then gonna have to use a spell on the Golem. 44 minutes. This is our longest match as well, for the record.
We finally got our seed of a decent length and a challenging but exciting difficulty level. We did it!
Check the bell. What are you doing?
Yeah, no. Holy would be everything you want.
He fed the last egg. Holy bells are always nice because when you spawn into a room like this, sometimes you just need to get rid of. I would definitely check that spell ball as well.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
he's going
that's what-
fast, but like, I think the nerfs are getting to him. That he can also do a dream and run. I think he's doing his absolute best, which is great and all. But at the same time, you really, really, really need to take in consideration that any and all resources are going to get burned really quickly here. Because, yeah,
Any chance you can to refill anything you can is a good idea. And oh, this is right up in the face. That's not the ideal scenario when you don't know how long any of your spell balls are gonna last you for.
Yep, sleep. The thing is, even skipping or not, like just not sorting your inventory after picking them up will know which certain things are. And looking at the floor layout, this one, yeah, so it's going to be more. Because I think he's forgetting which ones he's used now. Yep.
Yep.
Blaze is out. So you should have Blaze, like you pick it up and put in your hand, and then you use another one, so then you would drop it. But this is where, again, like the resources, that could have been a fireball. That could have been that could have been a blinder. Blinder is an amazing resource to have. Pick up, yep. Oh, it can't hit over the gaps, okay.
It's very good to know. The things you learn. Oh, this is bad. This is a bad party.
It is. John, one floor behind. And, well, now not so much. They are on the same floor.
Yep, very impressive.
Although the resources here, you can see the difference.
Yeah, though at least some of those we know are empty spell balls on Septic side.
Yeah, Fire I do believe has one charge left, if that's the initial one. And Flame and Blaze are empty, and he needs to get rid of those before that causes confusion. Or he's looking for a white sand. That's also entirely possible. Where's all the monsters?
Best not ask the question.
Floor 38.
This run is a mad delight
Yeah.
of just taking one of the least useful monsters for a little walkie.
No, you have to do sleep or binding or something. Like you can't ignore.
You can't risk that fireball.
No, you just go behind him and use the separation of the floor, and you use that to get away from the golem and make him walk the wrong direction.
Yep. Speaking of,
Okay, if it didn't have its fusion, it would do well. Just saying. No. Oh, we still have... Not fusion,
I
sorry.
said the
fusion magic.
least useful. But I did say it was not terribly useful.
One more floor.
Possibly one of the less useful. But not least,
Ah, a bump trap. Oh no.
I think. Who knows? I say words, and sometimes I even know what those words are.
Where is it? Oh, I see. It's in front of him. He has to follow the maximum to the room. And that's a floor 40
There it
climb, as long as nothing gets in the way here. So, GG.
GG. Septic taking the friendly third all the way to the top with a Dreamin'. Good job. But Dreamin' percent is not validated because he bagged it at some point.
Yeah, I'm going to mark him as done. We should be able to get the invite in. And, well, 49 minutes.
Yep.
So,
I will be right back.
absolutely. No worries there. Who would have thunk that, eh? If you have questions, post them in chat. I'll make sure that they can see it. No, it's not 3 points. It's, 3 points if you can get it past the foul line. How about that? If you just yeet the basketball. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Well, first of all, congratulations for winning the friendly third.
Thank you, thank you.
You had a Garuda since floor 12.
Huh?
You had a Garuda egg since floor 12.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I was dedicated to the dreaming.
Honestly, yeah.
That was very fun to watch.
I like the AoE magics.
It's expensive though. You had to go through a lot of resources to keep that going.
Apparently, a Garuda egg.
Yep. Yep. So as John finishes, which looking at it, it has a monster train behind him. John actually revived the Garuda twice.
And the Dreamin' once.
Floor 38. So one last floor for John. Okay, so we have to ask a couple things here. Yeah, it says winner over John because okay, everyone in chats is being trolling because they think he got 3 points for winning with the Dreamin'. Congratulations for that, for the record. That's not how it works. You got O2'd by John, and then friendly third. You took a Dreamin' all the way up to the top. Like, that is amazing.
I mean, he's liftable. It comes with AoE magic. Like,
Yeah.
it's workable. It's just I definitely could not have done it without all the extra MP resources.
Yeah, you fed a lot of eggs to that thing. So GG for John.
Excellent. Nice to see. You're clear on both sides.
Yeah. So that is how many 44 clears? That is 5? No, 4.
4.
There's
That's
2
the
Garudas.
second one didn't happen quite.
Yeah.
There we go.
Welcome, John.
Hello, welcome back.
So-
GG to both of you.
Congrats.
Now that we got everyone here, you're welcome for the first seed. I'm sorry for the second seed. And I have no idea what to say about the third seed.
It was in its own way very generous as a seed.
Yeah, because
Also very cruel.
So the first seed, before we started the seed, Septic was like, okay, I want a troll seed. And I was like, no, I want a Garuda seed. And I got exactly what I asked for. And I was like, I can't ask for nothing better. And I played it very well, I thought. And then the second seed, I don't know.
you had a couple flubs of the controls that scared a lot of the chat in the Garuda seed, but you were very aggressive, but you never changed off the wing Garuda. So a bomb trap was always in your future just to ruin your day.
Yeah.
And the first thing Septic did on their side was like, nah, change typing. Like, just get rid of find whatever, fuse it away from the wind thing. And then ever since basically Septic fused to get rid of the wind typing, you were ahead of that match. You never really fell behind.
Yeah, so my plan there was to my plan there was to just to hope I find a seed on the way, like somewhere close by, and just pick it up and use it there. But I never really found a seed to change his typing, so I was just like, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, and Septic, you took the wrong hallway in seed number 2.
That's all it was.
Yep.
At the
It
end
was,
of the
it was a 4-space hallway leading to the other room that has the elevator. And you went the other way. You found the egg, but it was a 3-room hall or a 3-room floor, and all the griffins were like, you know what, we're gonna go say hi now.
Yeah,
And you got stuck with the Fabergé egg monster.
That was rough.
Yeah.
It really was.
So let's talk about rough. The third seed,
Yep.
I found a green egg, was doing very well with it. It died. I found a restore scroll, used it, then got like 4 more floors, and then Garuda died again. Like I just played so bad.
But you still got the floor 40 at the end too. So,
Yeah.
and technically, You both have a dream in your party. One's just alive.
Yeah, I was wondering, Septic, did you find the Garuda egg?
I guess I did.
You did?
Dreamin' was needing the MP though, you understand?
Septic got to floor 40 by only begging Dreamin' once after luring it by 2 monsters. So according to Chai, it's invalidated. You don't have a Dreamin' run. Just
Aw.
saying. But you actually kept Dreamin' out the entire time.
Yeah, my dreaming died early on.
Yeah, it did. It died very quickly.
So I was basically solo most of the game.
Yeah.
Even when I got Garuda, it died, and I was still solo. It was crazy.
But you both finished within an hour for this seed, though. Which is kind of nuts.
I'm just shocked that I actually beat Septic. I don't know what to think about that.
Well, if you get knocked out of the loser's bracket, do it again, and he'll be out of the tournament, and you can say you knocked him in the loser's bracket and knocked him out of the tournament. Or do the grand finals, one of the two.
That's gonna be tough. I just want to say to anybody that falls in the loser bracket, I am sorry for it. I'm sorry for what I gave you.
Yeah, that's fair, because if I go to challenge here, this one, the link in the Discord or the chat thing is wrong. Let me just post this again here, because that is our link to our thing. The real bracket, we'll get things updated on SpeedGaming side, because I forgot to do that, is there. So we have, Leideme, you'll be versing John.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
and I'm not. That'll be a fun one. I wish myself the best of luck. You kind of already have it.
Yep.
You never know. You never know.
You do never know.
That's true. We saw that in the second seed of floor 13, destroying Septic.
Yeah, one trap away, it could be life and death in this game. So.
Yeah, and me and Revan were discussing the bracket when we were rolling the seeds. The voice chat has the evidence and whatever of us rolling it. Is Chai and Revan as a match, which is honestly going to be very interesting. The one I'm looking forward to the most is Plushie versus Poulet. Because they are both the most aggressive players we have for gameplay.
Isn't that a rematch from the start tournament?
No, Poulet was never able.
He wasn't in the Star Tournament, but it is a rematch. They did.
Yeah, it is a rematch. There, yeah, the bracket's there, Flushy. And then Shuzo versus Wuga. So we're gonna have a full match next week. But this was like the one to start off the bracket because we had an odd number of people. So it was kind of done on the fly, but got everything set up, and SpeedGaming was wonderful to get things cropped and ready to go right away.
Right. I'm glad this was one heck of a debut. Student versus the master. Septic, basically taught me everything I know in the game. So it's been fun.
It's definitely great just to see like the general improvement to the community and stuff like that. But like, honestly, it's so weird to see like 3 separate games all be a fluctuation of luck, RNG, bad luck. Septic, you got almost paralyzed twice and died. I'm just pointing that out there as well.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah. We're trying to decide, is a Septic special only when you die, or does a Septic special happen when you hit a paralysis trap, like when I try to paralyze a zoo?
Or it's a near-death occasion. A near-death experience close enough.
Yeah, like, what is the Septic special? Like, we have to figure out the actual term to that.
I would think that it's dying to a trap a few spaces away from my elevator. That sounds more.
No, that's a
likely.
Darcis. That one he got sniped by a dragon on floor 37 on PB pace back before the community was a thing. That one still is a clip I'd love to watch. Sorry, Darcis. I love you. That was funny.
I understand that. Pain. I have had that happen to me on floor 39, a few steps away from the elevator to floor 40.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was back when my first sub-hour run too.
I've had a golem smack me with his rocket punch right next to the elevator. Actually, right on top of the elevator.
Yep.
when I was on PB.
Y'all are gonna start
Oh.
sitting for marathons soon.
Good old times.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
marathons.
just impressed with like the first one. I think John, you got to floor 40 at 28:28 with the Garuda. And
Nice.
Septic, you got there. I think it was like 31 or something. So you're 3 minutes behind with the Garuda pace.
I played
is-
pretty careful with the Garuda because, like, I knew I was only level 3, 4, something like that.
You're 4.
Yeah, so like, I played extremely cautious.
No, and that's honestly, again, if you die, it's over. And like we pointed out during the run, is like you can't use resources when you're dead. So use your resources, play cautiously. It's like you survive, and hopefully you get that one floor above your opponents.
Use your holy bells.
Yeah, keep a holy bell when you spawn in, just because you just don't know if the game says, you know what, you die now.
Yeah, I had all kinds of resources in the first run. I was stacked.
Actually, that's the other thing I want to mention before we sign off, because I have to go somewhere, but Lady Demi can obviously continue if you go if she wants. But okay, we're always kind of done as well. But
Yeah, I think we're about wrapped up. If there's no final questions or comments.
the one thing I want to say is, Septic, you scour the floors for resources in these. John, you were starved for resources compared to Septic. When you go back and watch this, you had the exact same towers. Septic had 7 holy bells in round 1.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There's so many
You were
holy
an
bells.
actual bell choir by yourself.
And here I thought I was stacked. I think the most I had was like 4 Olim fruits at once or something like that. Goodness.
That's the thing. Septic never found the Olim fruits. It was you found all the holy bells, and then John found all the Olim fruits, and Septic found all the holy bells. We're just watching the resources. Like, yeah, you're not gonna die as long as you don't hit a paralysis trap. But then it's again, there you go. You hit a paralysis trap.
Yeah. I think it's a matter of preference there. I mean, I think I'll take Olim fruits over holy bells, given the circumstance, but you know, they're both equally as good.
We need to start the bracket as well. Actually, I can't actually report the scores until we actually accept or start the bracket.
All right, then.
Awesome.
So that'll be it.
Well, it was fun, and I'm gonna have to watch this one back just to see what I did and what I did wrong, because it's only gonna get tougher from here on. And
Yeah.
once
Well,
again, GG Septic, it was really fun, and I was scared the whole time. I tell you.
Hey, man.
Well, the thing is,
It was
again,
a
no
good
matter
one.
what, it's all for fun. We're all friends here. We're all competing against the tower. I want to stress that. But
Yep.
it's always nice to see everyone playing well and doing whatever. But everyone, take care. Thank you, Speed Gaming. Thank you, Sustainer, for the layout. Thank you for the runners. Thank you, Lady Deme, for being a wonderful co-commentator. Or I'm actually, truthfully, I'm the co-commentator.
Thank
for
you
Lady
as
Deme.
well.
Let's face that. And yeah, I guess we'll see everyone. I'll mark it as done, but we're all good.
Yep. See
Bye,
you next
everyone.
time,
Bye.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.